Welcome, He-Maniacs. Today, I have my usual partners with me, Jay, aka Mega J Retro, and Mike, aka Eternian Royalty. And today, we also have Billy with us, aka Thunder
Hello.
Punch He-Man, aka at Action Figures.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How
you doing, guys?
Good. We're good. I'm good. At least.
Always.
Good?
Always. Good.
Always. Yeah.
Heyo. So, before we get into it today, there was, since the last time we talked, there was an exciting guest announcement for Motuniverse, a real exciting guest announcement that's kind of going to shape, a good portion of He-Maniacs Live today. So, Mike, do you want to get into that announcement in case there's someone out there who doesn't know, even though it's been blasted everywhere?
Yeah. Wednesday night, we went live and we announced we have the voice of She-Ra herself, Melendy Britt, joining us at Motuniverse. So very excited to have Melendy joining us at the con. Hopefully we can round of applause. Yeah, hopefully we can get a panel going, and obviously she'll be there signing autographs for you guys and taking photos, which would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, it would be. It would be fun if she could also, I mean, there's no guarantee of this, but if she could also go ahead and kind of judge like a cosplay contest,
Yeah.
So
that'd be cool.
Yeah, especially if Jay dress up like She-Ra and right.
Well,
just making sure you're paying attention.
We're not.
You look distracted, buddy.
You got the wrong character going though. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be Tila. Yeah, and then there was also, I think, a digital guest, right, Mike?
That is correct. We are having streaming via Ireland, Mr. Ken Coleman, who's actually going to do some really cool artwork for us. He's what is it called, Jay? A lithograph, right?
It's a lenticular.
Lenticular.
Yeah. So it's
where you turn
it's going to change when you move it around. It'll change from one picture to another picture.
Very, very cool.
Very cool.
You've seen those, right?
Yes, I just forget what they're called.
It has an overlay over it, like a.
I knew it was an L. Okay.
That used to be my favorite thing. This is really going to show my age, but that used to be one of the prizes in a Cracker Jacks box. You'd get a little. I couldn't wait for the prize. Who cares about the freaking?
Right.
And you sometimes would get just a little rectangle, and it'll be a lenticular image of like a dude fishing, or someone running down the beach, or a dog, animated, but and you could go ahead and animate it side to side. And I used to love those things. I used to collect those things. I used to think they were amazing, And then the technology really improved for lenticular through the years. And like somewhere I have some lenticular TV Guide covers. If you guys remember TV Guide, yeah. And they were of the Incredible Hulk when the Incredible Hulk movie came out, the first one with Eric Bana, I think was his name. Yeah. And him like swinging around tanks and bashing things and stuff like that. And they're awesome. They were able to improve the technology that the animation frames are like so much. And I think I have a Masters Universe Revelation one too. It was a framed lenticular thing I got from Amazon. It's packed away, but which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
You can do up to like 20, like I think it's like 10 steps now. So like
10?
10. You can do
That's awesome.
That's quite good.
So I'm just going to check real quick if we're actually streaming this time on X. Please be working this time. We are. Great. Okay. So guys, let's get into it. So in honor of having Melendy Britt at Motuniverse, and there is plenty more guests to come, everyone. This is not going to be it. This is just the beginning. The excitement is just going to get bigger and better. But to honor, Melendy Britt's appearance at Motuniverse, we decided to make part of He-Maniacs Live, She-Ra focused. And we were actually going to do a review of one of her, most popular episodes, that being She-Ra, Princess of Power, Loo-Kee, Lends a Hand. So we all had homework to actually rewatch the episode. Did everyone do their homework?
I did my homework.
I may have done it this morning, but yes, I did it. Had some coffee and watched it again.
What, didn't you do that as a kid too? Like right before school, quickly do your homework?
Exactly.
Yeah, I was guilty of that.
I think that's what every kid does.
Yeah.
Or
And Jay,
don't do it
I
at
don't.
all, you know.
Yeah.
Jay never even had to do.
Yeah, I got it all. I got it all here.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
Jay said. It was all in his head. So what I'm going to start is, I figure I'm going to read a synopsis of this episode. Did I actually grab any imagery of this? I think I did here. Let's see. Is that up here? Nope. Oh yeah, there's some images. Yeah, from the episode. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to read a synopsis of the episode, just in case no one's familiar with the episode. Might refresh some memories, and then we'll get to how we feel about the episode, and then we're going to do a little competition afterwards. I know I didn't let you guys know about this competition, so it's going to be a surprise. So, but let me get this synopsis out of the way in case everyone needs to get acclimated with this very famous episode. I wrote this myself. Synopsis. In this episode, Hordak creates an evil time-stopping device called the Time Stop device, which he plans on using against the rebels. And with the help of Imp and Shadow Weaver, Hordak is able to sneak the device on a cart belonging to Glimmer, and the device is activated. Loo-Kee, the show's little moral guide that likes to hide, finds everyone in the Whispering Woods frozen in place by Hordak's time-stopping machine, including Adora. At Crystal Castle, Light Hope reveals to Loo-Kee that Adora is really She-Ra. Prince Adam is really He-Man, and he needs to go to Eternia to find He-Man to help. So taking a trip to Eternia that takes him to Snake Mountain, the Royal Palace, Castle Grayskull, Loo-Kee successfully brings He-Man back to Etheria, who is able to unfreeze Adora by handing her the Sword of Protection. Then transforming into her powerful alter ego, both She-Ra and He-Man fight together as brother and sister against the cataclysmic time-stop machine and destroys the device, saving Etheria. So who wants to go first with their quick thoughts of this episode? Any volunteers?
Yeah, I mean,
I thought it was a cute episode. It really did break the fourth wall in a lot of ways. I mean, like Loo-Kee always breaks the fourth wall. So, he's always interacting with children and making himself known that that they are interactively. And that was actually a really cool thing about the She-Ra cartoons, that actually involve children in that way. Of course, He-Man and Tila and everybody breaks the fourth wall at the end of episodes in the original He-Man cartoon. But it's funny that Loo-Kee was the only one who actually broke the fourth wall at all in She-Ra. And in this case, it was really interesting that magical creatures specifically were not affected by the time stopper. That was I think a really interesting MacGuffin, right? It was also very interesting that the Sword of Power and the Sword of Protection also imbue their wielders with magical properties, so they are able to move in time as well. It was a really cute episode. It really allowed us to get into characters that obviously with Loo-Kee, he was a one-dimensional character. He was just like, I'm here, that kind of thing. But he actually dove in, was very timid, and was going to environments. I mean, he went all the way to Eternia and still managed to be able to get in touch with Prince Adam and He-Man and make a heroic effort for a little guy. It really did connect children with the idea that you're not helpless, right? If you are in trouble, you go to find a parent for help. And I think that was the actual moral of the story, right? That at the end, where he talks about how if anybody needs help, you got to go and ask for help. And that's actually what Light Hope did. Light Hope asked for Loo-Kee's help, and that was really cool because then it showed that children, being represented by Loo-Kee, are still able to do things to help their parents, to help each other, and to get out of sticky situations like that. So I thought it was a great episode.
Yep, I thought so too. And before someone else goes next, let's say hello to some people that are in chat. Etherean Wasabi, what's up?
Wasabi,
hey, buddy, good to see you.
Good stuff.
Good to see Dwight Johnson. Dario, JL Sounds. He kind of sent some scoops my way. Thank you very much. One just recently. He says, hey guys, well, get ready. Campia is live, and his final topic is early reactions to the Motu movie. Amazing, like first Thor movie, etc. I didn't like the first Thor movie, to be honest with you. And I liked it better than Thor: The Dark World. But and we were talking about a unfinished movie. Yeah, so far early reactions are good. Mossman Sean in the company of Motuniverse royalty. Hey, you should change your name, Mike. We got Masters of the Universe Classic. Hey, buddy, Celebrity Squares. Give us a wave, guys.
X marks the spot.
Yeah, X marks.
Oh, yeah, Miss Britt. We got Frankie. Motu is life. I agree. Looking forward to getting my Barbie She-Ra and Origins Anniversary She-Ra signed at Motuniverse. Yes.
Nice.
Yes, I have to figure out what to bring myself to get signed, Am I going to bring an animation cell? Am I going to bring the classics She-Ra? I still have the box, or, the Club Grayskull, or am I going to bring the cartoon collection She-Ra, which I have one in the box? I don't know.
Bring it all, AJ.
Just bring it all.
Just lay it all on the table. So here's
that suitcase is going to be pretty packed.
Yeah. We got time scales. Good morning from rainy San Francisco. Good morning. Is it rainy out there, Mikey?
I wanted to jump on. I wanted to jump on with you guys, but you guys killed the stream after like 20 minutes. I was like, what's going on?
We went for 45 minutes.
Fine, 45 minutes.
we got the message out.
Yep. Jay's got a Stormtrooper helmet in a box. Yes, he does. Insert your son is Mechanix robotic voice because of Man-at-Arms giving him the bionic next. Wait, insert your son is Mechanix robotic voice because of Man-at-Arms giving him what? Oh, bionic neck.
Yeah.
If so, why does he have the voice before Man-at-Arms gave him the bionic neck? I don't know. There's going to be some questions I have even in this episode, like what Jay was saying in regards to only magical beings wasn't affected by the time stop device. Well, isn't like Broom a magical being, Jay? Where's our internal logic here?
And what's her name that flies on?
Yeah, or why was Life Force suffering? And Life Force was just in the perimeter, right? If anything's magic, it's Light Hope. Oh, what I say?
Light Hope. I was about to say, like, who's Light Force?
I'm going Star Wars.
Who's Light Hope? Light
Force. The PSA stuff aside, though, I think that I was more shocked by. I'm jumping ahead of you. My apologies. I know you're doing your intros there, or saying hello to folks. But the idea that Loo-Kee was given the information of who was She-Ra and who He-Man was, all the episodes always, only these are people that know my secret. And this is it.
In the intro, right?
Yeah. So like you're never introduced to that in any of the intros. So that was a big thing where it's like, they broke the mold and told someone else.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, and you never heard, I don't think Light Hope said anything about don't tell anyone. Like it's like you just kind of moved on from there. And
well, why don't you give us your thoughts, Billy? And did you remember this episode when you got this assignment?
I did, yeah. But that's okay. The main thing that I was thinking about. I mean, of course, naturally, go speak to an adult, and of course, the child being asked for help as well. Kind of a mutual trade-off there. I won't say child, but Loo-Kee being the younger aspect from Light Hope asking him to go, and him going like Jay touched on him traveling to. I mean, he hit Snake Mountain. He hit, when he went to Eternia, then going to the palace, then to Castle Grayskull, all the way back to Etheria, the Whispering Woods, just going all those places in one episode. And think about that. How many characters haven't appeared in all of those places? He just, in one episode, he traveled everywhere around all of the main, even in front of Light Hope. I mean, he went everywhere. So I thought that was, it was a different, they ventured outside of the box on that episode. And, like I said, again, for me, what stuck out was, though, just him telling the secret of
Yeah, now you have to add to the title sequence,
Yeah, it just changes things now.
We just got to change everything.
And yeah, but it's just, he knows. And
and
what's weird is I've watched, like I said, we were talking before, like, I have the Blu-rays and all, or the DVDs and everything. So I've watched it all, and I have the box collector sets, and I've watched that probably 10 times, and I've never picked up on the fact that, we're always taught that here's who knows a secret, here's who doesn't. And then he's giving the secret. I never stood out until I rewatched it again last night. So
yeah. Who knows they could trust him? We know nothing about him until this episode. Really?
He's always hiding. So maybe they figured, since he's always hiding anyways, we'll just go ahead and tell him he'll be hiding anyways. So
Mike, you want to go, or you want to be safe for last?
No, I can go. I mean, mine's going to be pretty short here because, unlike you guys, I recall the episode somewhat. It's probably been I probably watched it as a rerun on like USA Cartoon Express back in the 90s or something, right? Yeah. It has been a long time since I've watched that episode. And, definitely I remember, especially I think when the Hordak cartoon collection figure came out, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember the Time Stopper and everything. That's why he comes with that as his little thing, right? Mm-hmm. But I completely forgot how they destroyed it and like had to basically move it away from the woods and all that. And much like Billy's saying, like, when I first watched the episode, I didn't know it was Robert Lamb. And now knowing all these people, right? Like I see it's written by Robert Lamb, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. And I mean, obviously he pushed the envelope when it came to that kind of those episodes, right? He'd always write really story-driven episodes, emotional episodes. Even this morning, like, I guess like seeing He-Man. And he's like, Adora, all frozen. It was a little emotional there. It was like, oh, damn. Obviously, real quick fix. He just takes the sword of protection, puts it in her hand, and she's frozen. But
moves her hand to grab it. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Like,
He like, puts her hand into it.
Yeah. That's a big controversy there. But go ahead, Mike.
The other aspect of it was, right, at the end, Montana goes, oh, I can fix it. And he does. Then it's like, okay, well, what happens now? Because the friends, like, who's going to save them? And it just leaves as a cliffhanger of they're all frozen over there, except, maybe Shadow Weaver because she's magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Hordak too, I guess, technically. And Imp.
Imp, yeah. Imp,
actually, another thing that cracked me up was Imp. Erica Scheimer, like again, I watched all of Motu many and many a times. She-Ra not so much, which I do need to go back and watch She-Ra more because obviously the production value went up later in the series, but I haven't rewatched it the way I watched He-Man, so I do need to go watch those a little bit more because especially those crossover episodes are so good. But Imp cracked me up. Like he's like, Imp, change into a micro loudspeaker or something, and he like gets in front of Hordak's mouth. Shakes his butt first, like, get ready for it, and then into the bullhorn. The bullhorn.
Get ready for it. Put your lips on my butt, Hordak. And I love that loudspeaker that Imp turns into has lips.
His mouth.
Mouth inside. Yeah, that's good.
Lips to lips to lips. I love that your mind goes there, Mike.
It just cracked me up. I was like, whoa. The little shimmy before he got into the actual form cracked me up.
Yeah. Well, for me, guys, I really enjoyed this episode. First, my heart belongs to He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So anytime there is this like crossover episode, with She-Ra, I love it. And like Billy was saying, here we not only got to be in Etheria, but we got to be in Eternia and visit, Prince Adam and Cringer and Orko at the palace. We got to visit Sorceress at Castle Grayskull, and we got to visit Skeletor and Beastman at Snake Mountain, which you combined with the Fright Zone and Whispering Woods and the Crystal Castle, and it was like a Motu location, Lollapalooza, And let's see here. But and this episode really turned my heart around in regards to Loo-Kee, because until this episode, I found Loo-Kee really annoying. I mean, I'm just going to admit it here. I didn't care where he hid in every episode, even as a child. I wanted him to stay hidden, And what gives you the nerve, Loo-Kee, to lecture me after every episode, teaching me morals and telling me what's right or wrong? You're not He-Man. You're not She-Ra. You ain't a rebel. Get out of here with your crazy colors. But suddenly with this episode, I was rooting for this character, and to help get He-Man to stop this apocalyptic threat, and it was exciting to see He-Man and struggle against this time device, against this power of time. It was really fun to watch, because often He-Man and She-Ra are undermatched, but this time, fighting time itself, it felt like really it was a struggle and a fun performance. And Melendy's voice performance, talking about Melendy coming to Motuniverse, okay, her voice performance on every episode is great, but just on this particular episode, it was spot on as usual. It was just, she's so good at this, and that's why she's a legend.
Yeah, it was good.
Definitely.
Yeah. And time is precious, like time is precious. I mean, if you notice Bo, when he's playing that ukulele or that little guitar or whatever they have there in the Whispering Woods, when he comes back too, he's still like nothing happened, but a lot of stuff happened while they were just all still,
Yeah.
So it kind of, as you get older, when not everybody, but I was also looking at it and thinking, well, time is moving fast, man. You look back on stuff and it's already gone. It's like, as they come to, it's just all that stuff happened, but like,
right. Oh yeah, like Madame Raz and Broom all of a sudden
Broom ran
the pillow. Like, where'd that pillow come from?
Yes, they didn't even realize, somebody put that up there, and it's just, you look back and it's gone, man. So there's a lot of stuff there you can get deep into if you want to, but
yeah. And it's cool when you get, I kind of feel like all good inside when Erica Scheimer as Loo-Kee is talking to her dad, Lou Scheimer, as Light Hope, right? That thing kind of just makes me, I mean, it's bittersweet now. I don't know what the F is with that Horde catalog. Like, they order weapons from a Horde catalog.
Yeah.
Which this time stop, or what the material in the time stop device.
The crystal, let me tell you what it is, really. Just, he's been waiting on it. Like, it finally arrived. Like a detective kit. Here, it's here. Let's be careful with that.
Like, does he have to pay for shipping?
Yeah, UPS delivered it today.
Yeah. All right, sign for that, imp. Let me get that.
Hey, it is Horde Prime, right? I wonder if there's Prime sales. A bad joke.
Good one. That's a good one. Very good.
And then there's that that controversy, and I have that Billy was talking about here, in regards to She-Ra moving here. Do I have that? Yeah. I do have that here.
I caught it last night. I said, "Wait, what's up with that?" Right here. Boom.
Yeah. I mean, was She-Ra faking it the whole time? I mean, did she want Loo-Kee to finally get off his lazy ass and do something?
Maybe the sword being so close had help. I don't know.
I think she was faking it. She's faking it.
As a kid, I would often think that. Well, actually, I guess I wasn't really as a kid, but yeah, I think we all wondered why all of a sudden it just opens up. But I think that I'd like to think. I'm not saying I think. Sorry, I'd like to think that the swords of protection is exactly that. It's protecting her. So in order to allow her the ability to move, right?
Yeah.
It does that for her, right? It actually is giving her the ability to be the protector that it needs to be, right? Because as long as she has the sword of protection, no spell can harm her, right? Or take her over. Much like what was happening with Shadow Weaver spells. So I think that's probably where it sort of goes from.
Yeah. I think it was just the animation cell mix up. And the hand was drawn wrong, and they just bump it. Let's just keep moving. It's working so well. It looked. I mean, like you said, though, imagination can run. And
it was.
I was introduced to He-Man through
She-Man. I actually didn't even notice that this morning watching it. I for some reason thought He-Man moved her hand and was as he was placing it, but
that would make a lot more sense, right? If you just took her hand, put it in, and
it's all about timing. You know, again, Filmation. One of the things about them is they always try the best to actually make the cheapest. You know, cheap is not, but the most efficient. I think that's probably it. They make the most efficient moves possible, which is that one was pretty efficient. It happened pretty quick.
Yeah. If they had stock cells already drawn like that, they're going to use those.
Yeah, because they'd have to. Right? No, that was definitely not a stock cell. I've never seen that. I've never seen that handoff ever. Right? But if you think about it, he would have to actually, open up her hands. Take two hands. It was a really quick pass. Right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So.
Hey, they could have afforded it, Jay, because half of those animation cells were just frozen. It costs a lot less money when they're just, hey, look at Bo. He's just there with the guitar.
It's get it out, get it fast, get it done. That's really what any animation studio would like to do.
Yeah. Now, look, we see She-Ra here with the chain and the time stop device, which we got with the Hordak figure, right? Which I love, the Cartoon Collection Hordak figure. People were bummed with that. As a lot of people, as an accessory, as an artifact, but I was like, yes, people noticed the episode. I was excited to have it, but so she did her old sword to chain here, right? Because apparently that gemstone in her sword of protection allows her sword to turn into different objects. And I figured this would be good to have a contest time. So,
ball and chain contest.
I'm going last.
Nope. It's round robin. So the gemstone. Let me announce it to everyone in the audience. The gemstone, and everyone, click away from your comments. You don't need any help. So the gemstone in She-Ra's sword of protection allowed her sword to transform into many things across 93 episodes of She-Ra and the Princess of Power. And now, Jay, Mike, and Billy, your knowledge will be tested. So click away from those comments, guys. And I will read through a list of approximately 35 objects that She-Ra's sword of protection has transformed into. Now, most of this list is true, but some of the objects are untrue. And it's up to you to tell the difference. So what's going to happen is we're going to take turns and go around the room, so to speak. And you will answer true or false. And any wrong answer gets you an imp.
But I like, you gonna mail it to us too?
No, this is a digital imp, and it's not a good one.
All 36. Wow, that's a lot.
And then a player with the least amount of imps wins the contest. Okay, the least amount of imps wins the contest, and we're going to go round robin.
Like big bucks, no imps. Big bucks, no imps. Stop.
All right. So I might as well just start clockwise. So I should start with clockwise would be Mike, right? So let's start with Mike. Are you ready, Mike?
I was like, am I just naming off things that I think
No. What happens is I'm going to say something and you're going to say true or false.
True or false.
Then it goes to Billy, then it goes to Jay. So it's going to start easy. Sword to shield.
True.
Correct. Billy, sword to rope.
True.
Jay, sword to lots and lots of rope.
I believe the answer is true.
You are correct, sir. The answer is true.
He has to specify how much rope. Huh?
That was a real call by Shira, by Melendy Britt.
Lots and lots of rope.
Lots and lots of rope.
I believe it was the moon, wasn't it? I think.
She had to capture the moon.
All
I
right.
think it was the moon.
Back to Mike. Sword to discus. True or false?
I want to say true.
Yeah.
No?
Well, yeah, you want to
True.
say it. Are
I'm
you
going
saying
true?
it?
Final answer, true.
All right.
Oh,
Correct. So far, you guys are doing very good. Sword to bola. Billy.
I'm gonna say false. Hey man,
First.
Bola.
First.
She just said bola. She said bola, but I'm,
All right, so let me just write this
Bola.
down. Billy has one ip. Sorry, Billy. All right.
Jay, let's go ahead. Jay.
Are you keeping track of these, AJ? Like,
Yeah, I'm keeping track. So
All
far,
right.
Billy's got
Prize
one
at
ip.
the end or
I'm
what?
excited about
Yeah,
having
we got to
him.
figure out
I'm
who
excited.
wins.
I don't know about you guys.
Jay, true or false? Sword to glider.
sword to glider.
Yes.
That's a good one. I'm gonna say true.
Very good. Still no imps for Jay.
We're getting all the easy ones, man.
That was not easy, man. That was I'm trying hard to remember that episode.
I heard
But I
that
do
one.
remember an episode where she was gliding. I'm like, wait a second.
Oh, yeah, I was
Okay.
I'm like, I remember there being a thing with her
Yeah.
discus throwing.
Mike, sword to pole.
Sword to pole.
Yes.
I'm gonna go false. Oh, what?
Mikey's got an
Oh,
imp.
man.
She actually said pole.
Yes, she actually
Oh, yeah,
said
she started
pole.
dancing and everything. It was crazy.
I was like, there's no way. Sword to pole?
That was wrong, Jay. That was funny, but that was wrong. Okay, back
We're
to Billy.
adults now. Come on, we're adults. We
That's
gotta
right.
have some fun. Come on.
Sword to boomerang. Is that true or false?
That's
Billy?
true. True.
Correct. To Jay, sword to parachute.
I'm gonna say true.
Jay's on a roll. That's right. Next one, Mike, sword to brush.
I mean, she came with a brush and the figure. Is that actually true?
That's what, yeah, like a toy came with it.
I'm gonna go false again.
Nice. Yep. All right. Next one, Billy, sword to helmet.
I'm gonna say false.
No, it's true.
Oh, no.
It was a space helmet. It was
You
a
know
space
mine, but and I know yours. I'm winning with 2 imps, by the way.
So Billy is in third place with 2 imps, Mike in second place with 1 imp, and Jay with none. Let's see if Jay can continue to streak. Jay,
Probably not. Probably not.
sword to smoke screen. True or false?
Smoke screen.
Smoke screen. Did Melendy Britt say sword to smoke screen?
I'm gonna say true.
She did. It was ridiculous. And she did. Wow. Jay's still continuing his streak.
I feel like I've been set up here, man.
I'm right there with you. I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
Mike.
you're not. Come on.
Sword to ice maker.
There's no way. There's no way. Jace, give me this look. Oh my god, she really said that?
She really said sword to ice maker.
No way.
Now Mike's got 2 imps.
She's making margaritas for everybody or what?
No, it was to shoot at I think the horde or something, or the block something, a nice wall or something.
Behind the bar, sword to freaking margarita machine.
Okay, Billy, you're next. Sword to frying pan.
Oh boy, I'm gonna say no.
Oh, I was gonna say yes.
Billy's right.
False.
That one was false.
See, Billy, we're right in the same spot now.
No,
Jay.
I've got 2. He's got 2.
Sword to grapple and line. Did Melendy Britt, as She-Ra, say sword to grapple and line?
This is where I'm going to get confused because I know He-Man had a grappling line. He pulled it out of his damn belt all the time. I'm going to go with yes.
Jay's something else here. Okay. Next one. Mike, sword to net.
Sword to net, true.
Yep, that's true. Billy, sword to handcuffs. We hear you own a pair, right?
I'm gonna say yeah. Well, she had a pole, handcuffs, so
She's on a roll right now.
I was gonna say no, but I'll say yes since she had a pole.
That's true.
That's true.
Melendy Britt actually said sword to handcuffs.
Ice maker, and we got the whole party going on. Man.
Yeah, it's
Okay, Jay, sword to shoes.
No, I'm pretty sure that was false.
Damn. Jay's right. All right. Mike, sword to bow.
Did she ever use a bow? I mean, she's got bow right there with the bow. Does she need a bow?
The bow could have had the bow knocked out of his hand.
I'm gonna say true.
True. Very true. Bo was in the episode. I think he shot her a metal bow or metal arrow to use in her bow. Okay, Billy.
The arrow, the sword.
Were they at Beast Island on that one? Was that in the movie? Anyway.
All right. Sword to magnet and line. Did Melendy Britt say sword to magnet and line?
I'm gonna say yes.
Correct.
I was gonna say yes.
Jay, sword to digger. Did Melendy Britt say sword to digger?
All right, I'm gonna go 50-50 on this one. This one, I genuinely don't know. I'm gonna say yes.
Damn, Jay.
Like, what's a shovel, basically?
Yeah, got gold digger pole. We got all this stuff.
We got roughly about 10 left right now as it stands. Jay with no imps, Billy with 3, right? And Mike
2,
with 2.
right? Yeah,
or
3.
you 2.
Go
Oh, Mike's got 3. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What were we? Oh yeah. Mike, sword to staff.
I mean, she's got a pole, she's got a staff, right? So I'm gonna say true.
That's right. Billy, sword to lightning rod. Did Melendy Britt ever say sword to lightning rod?
I would say yes.
That's correct.
Wow.
Jay, sword to blanket. Did Melendy Britt ever say sword to blanket?
God, I want to say yes. I'm gonna say yes.
And Robert Lamb, who wrote that, I think is very embarrassed about that. I had him on the podcast. He gets teased about that all the time. Let's see. Mike, sword to jetpack.
True. Oh,
Mike has 4 imps now. Poor Mike. All right. We're getting near the end of this. Billy, real quick, sword to harpoon. Sword to harpoon. Did Melendy Britt ever say sword to harpoon?
I would say yes.
She did. Jay, sword to racket.
Sword to what?
racket.
Racket.
Yes,
Yes, she did.
she did.
Mike, sword to torch.
Yes.
Yes, she did. Billy, sword to flame.
Yes.
Yes. Jay,
Crazy.
sword to rocket.
You said, well, you said rocket, not racket.
Rocket. Rocket.
Okay.
Like blast off rocket.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yes.
Finally. I was wondering if he's
wrong
He's
eventually.
got to at least get one. One
I
imp
was-
at least.
I was wondering if he's going to get a perfect score. I was going to be so impressed. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Okay. Mike, sword the ladder.
Sword to ladder. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna say yes.
Correct. Billy, sword to grappling hook.
Yes.
Correct. Jay, sword to battering ram.
I'm gonna say no.
Another imp for Jay.
I was like, hey,
Yeah, it's so weird.
He-Man and She-Ra knock down walls like it's toothpicks. Like
Yeah, roundhouse.
You need a battering ram. Yeah.
you don't really need a battering ram. That one got me.
So as we stand, it looks like what Billy and Jay are tied with 2 imps. Wow. And Mike is 4, and we
This is
have how many
the last-
left?
This is the
We have
last
3
round.
left. We have 3 left. So I'm going to let everyone answer the last 3. So, and hopefully we can conclude this here. Sword to magnet.
Yes.
I was like, you had magnet and rope and then magnet earlier. So I'm gonna go yes.
Let's say no.
The answer is yes. Oh, Jay is pulled out. Billy with 3, Mike with 4, Jay with 2.
That's what they all say, man.
I had to take the L, man.
Sword to gun. All 3.
No.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say no.
The answer is no. Billy, another imp.
I'm
gonna have
looking
a
for it,
gun
man.
on
The L,
cartoon.
man.
Come on.
For the L.
And finally, sword to bat.
Yes.
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 The answer is yes. All right, guys, with a final score of 4 imps for Billy, 4 imps with Mike, and 2 imps with Jay. Jay, you are the master of the sword of protection. Wow, isn't it crazy?
Sheer dumb luck. That's what that's called. Sheer dumb luck.
And guys, seriously,
That was cool.
how unfair is this to He-Man? You know, seriously.
But is it really embarrassing? I mean, when you think about it, like, so, you know, we're not gonna get any other thing than this, but He-Man just and She-Ra does the same thing. But the reality is that the biggest strength for He-Man and She-Ra has always been their knowledge. It has never really been their power, their strength, their overall abilities. They solve more things with their heart and their knowledge, right? The tools that they use, it just helps them. That's all, right? So, and Motuniverse builds everything for freaking He-Man. She-Ra's got nobody to build stuff for her. That's where that comes from. There are no inventors in Etheria. All right, they're all with the evil horde. So.
I love the simplicity of the power swords.
They work for the Horde catalog.
That's right, they do.
Other
On
than that,
Horde
they-
Prime.
Yeah.
Shipping from Horde Prime. How much is membership monthly? For
Yeah.
Horde Prime? How many slaves does it cost? All right, let's get back to the comments, guys. We have Seth. Hey, guys. We have Judd. Good to see you, Judd. VIP backer 128 here.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, he deserves an applause. I'll get one to you. I'm curious, are founders recognized next year, or will the con be kickstarted each year? Ooh, that's a very good question.
I mean, we're gonna definitely recognize this year's founders forever. It's not
Yes.
like we're gonna, if anything, it really depends on where we're at. If we do need to go back to Kickstarter for next year, it'll just be like VIP tickets. The founders is, you can only found something once, right? So the founders is the founders.
Well, I will speak up and believe the hope is that it is so successful in this great movie year that I think it was Mike's hope in his initial dream is to put, any success that this con has into the next year,
That's
and just
correct.
make it bigger and better. So the idea is that there's going to be a Hall of Heroes on the He-Mania.com website. It's going to have the 100 listed. And I believe that Hall of Heroes will forever just be 100 people. I can't see Mike adding 100 every year. So
yeah.
They didn't found it, right? I mean, there might be different packages with different perks and so forth if you have to go to the crowdfunding campaign, but it's not like they're actual founders. This is the founding year. This is the
We have no plans to try to go back to Kickstarter after this. Like, we want this to be successful. We're not trying to make money on this. Like AJ's saying, like, we just want to, everything that's getting invested into this is going to be invested into this going forward.
Yeah, guys, I could really tell this is a labor of love for Mike, for Jay. Billy is also working on this too. A labor of love for him. Everyone's donating their time, their passion, and this is pretty much, it's a labor of love for this entire fandom. Look at He-Mania, I mean, if you compare that to, I'm losing money on He-Mania every month. You ever go to those websites that you're smacked with banners and ads and videos pop up and you close them and more ads pop up?
Yeah.
I don't have that going on, and I'm operating at a loss, but I could definitely tell you that we are all operating on passion, and we're fueled by passion and the love of the franchise. We just don't want to lose our shirts. Mike doesn't want to.
We have a wife to answer to. At the end of the day.
Mike doesn't want to sell his
shirt.
car and be in debt,
Right.
and get divorced.
Well, we're not. Mike's not doing any of that. That's why we're raising the funds anyway.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right. So Judd said, I only found out about the con yesterday. Congrats. I'm going to try to be there. That's awesome,
Sweet.
Judd. And even if you can't, the fact that you backed it, appreciate it so much. So can't do it without everyone's support. We have John Brooks here. Hey, guys. Greetings from Ireland. Hey, John.
Nice.
What's going on, John?
Where,
John, how you doing?
will be joining us from.
Yeah. We have the Nerd Gen report. Hey, guys. He-Man $1 billion. Oh, is that
We
like
hope
a
so.
sign? Oh,
That would be a
we
move.
hope so. We really, really hope so.
Barbie did it, right?
who did it?
Barbie
Yeah.
movie did it.
Barbie did $1 billion.
Yeah, even over $1 billion. Yeah. So I mean, I'll settle for $500,000, but
Half
$1 billion.
half a billion. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on. We need to know the budget because it needs to at least make double in order to get a sequel.
So Variety reported it was 200 million, and Dolph Lundgren reported it was 200 million. So I suspect,
If it's 500 million, we're good.
yeah, I think,
no, we're not. We actually need more than that because the advertising budget alone is going to cost. So we need at least 700 million. But that's where I think we.
I thought the rule of thumb was always 2.5 the budget. So,
Yeah. Well, okay, yeah, but 700 would guarantee that, right? So.
oh yeah, okay, 700 it is.
You're counting worldwide budget though, right? Not
Yes, we are.
US.
Worldwide.
Hey, buddy. Oh, hey, folks. Congrats on the success of Motuniverse. I sent Jay some pics of customs made fit you guys to see, enjoy, and always Motu life. Good to see you, buddy.
They're awesome, brother. Thank you for sending those. They look
Yeah, I've seen his stuff on Instagram and stuff. It's good. Masters Universe Classic. Sorry, guys. Bionic neck. Autocorrect. Yeah. That's okay. We caught it. Is there a specific Filmation episode that stands out the most for you? Like when you were little, which episode did you watch the most and are most familiar with? Oh, I know, but I'll tell you what, I'll go first here. My favorite episode of all time was Evil Seed. I adore that
Really?
episode. I actually have a review of that episode on the He-Mania channel where I actually go through the entire episode and talk about it. And it's got so much wonderful themes in it. It's got jump scares. It scared me as a kid. It actually has a couple times jump scares where you're just looking, waiting for something to happen, and something shoots at the screen. And the only reason for something to happen that way is to actually scare the kids, scare the audience, right? And it's never been in anything else in any other Motu episodes. The guy who wrote it, I forget his name. He only wrote one Filmation episode, and that was that one. And I wish he came back because I love Evil Seed. What about you guys?
For me, it's Shaping Staff. I mean, that one, Faker. It was the first time probably as a kid where I was like, oh my gosh, are the good guys actually going to lose? I mean, He-Man's in gold encrusted, can't speak. Sorceress was turning into that tree. That freaked me out as a kid. But yeah, of course, they break through and win. But that one, Shaping Staff, and then A Dragon's Gift was the other one. Those are like my top two.
Good ones. What about you, Jay?
I'll let Billy go first.
Yeah,
Well,
the
you,
Shaping
Billy.
Staff is one. I agree with Michael on that. But definitely with Granamir, just the Dragon's Gift is that with the tree. What is his name?
Skytree.
Skytree. Thank you. I just feel like that episode for me. It hits some good spots. I mean, there's a lot of episodes though. Yeah, but the Shaping Staff is really good, and definitely with anything with I love dragons when I was a kid. I mean, all that stuff was great for me. So when I saw that huge dragon, I was like, oh, this is the best. It's so yeah, I would say that. I kind of agree with Michael. That's weird, but yeah,
that's not weird. You guys are good friends. Barney Cohen was the writer of Evil Seed.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Barney Cohen was the writer,
and he only did one episode, and I wish he just came back and did more.
My favorite episode is The Remedy. It always sticks with me. It really is one of those episodes where, as a kid, you don't really think about illness, right? And you don't really think about what that would do to a family or anything like that, right? So The Remedy really sticks to me, and the animation was excellent. The morals in the story were just top notch. For those who don't remember what The Remedy is, Man-at-Arms is developing a rope technology to actually bridge one area to another, and it fails multiple times. But after a bit of tweaking, he figures it out. But then shortly after, Tila brings him news that his friend has become deathly ill, after being bitten by an Eternian insect, and there is no cure that they know of. But there's the sorceress knows of the ancients who live in the mountains, the crystal mountains. They might know of a cure. It's not even a guarantee.
Right.
So Man-at-Arms and Adam try to go and find this to talk to these ancients. And the thing is that they crash land. They're not able to continue. So He-Man continues, and he uses the rope line to actually help him. He finds I can't remember what they called it, but it was like a wyvern or something like that. But it was dragon. He finds a dragon inside a spider's web, and he actually stops. And time is of the essence here. And he actually stops to help the wyvern. It just showed that for every good deed, it's returned to you, because the wyvern comes to help He-Man afterwards. And in the whole story, he actually has to confront the ancients, and when that happens, they actually test him, and that's what really got me. They literally said, you know what, your strength cannot help you, and we will not help you, right? And they said, would you be willing to beg for our help? And He-Man gets on his freaking knees, man. He gets on his knees and he begs for help. And I remember as a kid, that was so powerful to me. I remember that really demonstrated to me that, you know what, you should not be ashamed to ask for help. And that really resonated with me as a kid. And it's helped me a lot in my life. Even now, we're asking for help for Motuniverse, and it's incredible that the community has really stepped up and given us that help. Much like He-Man, had to ask for help, and we're talking about the most powerful man in the universe on his knees, right? And the words that he said really got to me. He said that if asking for help, is what you ask, then there's no shame in doing so. I ask you for your help to save one's life, right? I have no power to force you to doing what I ask. All I can do is plead, right? And that got me, man. That got me as a kid. That really got me, and it helped me a lot. And then he still had to run all the way back. It was crazy, and it really demonstrated a lot of He-Man's powers in that episode too. So that was really cool. And then the Dragon's Gift, though, holy crap! That I love that freaking episode, man. Freaking,
me too.
I love the disdain that Grandimer has for human beings. It's just awesome. He literally, he's like, you humans, you come, you ask for help, and when they give it to you, you don't appreciate it. No thanks, not even a gift. Right?
And credit to John Irwin, because I never knew that was John Irwin. You could tell when it's someone else's voice for a lot of the characters, and I couldn't tell that was John Irwin. I didn't learn that until I was an adult.
That's so cool, right? But what really gets me about that episode, and I think about it even to this day, are Skytree and Grandimer just screwing with people? Like, seriously, are they just no?
Like,
seriously,
really
think about this for a second. Are those two old friends literally just saying, "All right, we're gonna test these freaking mortals, and every time one comes, we're gonna decide whether or not he's good for whatever it is, right? Like, all right, you know what, Skytree, you pretend to be old, I'll pretend to be even older, or whatever it was, and I'll send him to chop you down, and let's see what happens, right? Because
they're fucking with people, is what you're saying.
I think he's trolling, man. I think that those two are the best of friends. I think that they actually really love each other, and
they start laughing behind the scenes. They kick back at Bruce Lee.
Bro, you see Grandimer just show up in the Crystal Forest, and basically they're having a cup of tea, and you're like, these stupid humans.
So Judd says, hey, VIP backer 128. I think you said that before. Hoping I'll be there. Congratulations on the con. I just turned on Jay's channel after a couple of weeks and signed up the back. Nice.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Jay Retro. Be sure to subscribe. Krypton, congratulations on you guys doing so well with the Kickstarter. Psycho Range. Hello, guys. Good to see you.
Hello.
Virgo Cool. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
Always good to see Virgo Cool. One half the Rough Shot stocks. Good to see you, Virgo.
True Dig, Digi Holly. Help me out, guys. App Labs
11.
True Digi Holy App Labs.
App Labs.
Sorry, yeah, App Labs 11.
Then we got greetings from Germany from
Wow.
Rodimus Power. Nice.
Oh, cool.
Always good to see Rodimus Power. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah. Actually, AJ, looking at the 4 squares of you guys reminds me of the Permit A38 task. You're all going to send me all over the place and send me mad. Haha. Is that another reference to something I don't get? What is that? Do you guys know?
No, I have no idea.
Wasn't that the thing he was just telling us to watch? You ended up
that was the asterisk. Oh, the task of the asterisk. Yeah, when you were getting the permits. Yeah. Okay, maybe. Mike's Beastman t-shirt is great.
It is cool. That is a cool T-shirt, man.
Yeah. What's next, She-Ra in new He-Man style, or bring back both She-Ra and He-Man together for a new adventure with tons of new God level items and gear? Well, I mean, I would love them to return in animated form because it's been since Filmation, right? It's a long time. Crossover takeover. Okay. Adam, that's deep. I've got the He-Man and She-Ra complete guidebook, which is really good. Did you guys like when they revealed Orko in the book without his hat? Laugh out loud. Yeah, I think that wasn't a real concept art. I mean, it was adapted. So someone once drew out an Orko on a storyboard, and then someone took that storyboard. I think James Etok hired a professional artist to actually create an animation model with Orko without his mask. So it's not exactly, but it's an interpretation. But yeah, I like it. But I think some things should always stay covered, and I think Orko's face is one of them.
Yeah, we've Mondo's already broken that that illusion. So.
Yeah, yeah.
And believe it or not, there are Trollans who don't wear masks. So you know,
Steven.
That's another episode.
Hey guys, it's me, Steven. Good to see you.
What's going on, Steven?
How you doing, Steven?
Ryan says my wife is a huge fan of Madame Raz, so I bought her a life-size broom figure for her birthday, but she isn't that keen on it. Yeah.
So he basically bought her a broom.
It was sculpted, right? Like the figure. You just hand her a broom and say, "Yeah, there you go."
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Don't try that at home, guys.
Yeah. Typical women. This is talking about the fake.
Easy there. Scouts are easy.
Sword to PlayStation 5. Ooh, I like that. Because apparently the new game, Dragon Pearl Destruction, will not work.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's Dwight. Good to see you. Dwight's always very supportive of the channel.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's put in a lot here. Oh, Leech. Hello.
What's going on?
Or is it like RC?
Like
I'm saying Leech. Jeez. Telling Dwight Dwight's kind of filling up comments here.
He was writing yes and no to like all the responses.
Yeah. Turnios just uploaded a video. It says this is Travis Knight's best film. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, we without any spoilers, we definitely know someone who went to the screening. I think they had a good time, and it looks like a lot of people actually were able to see it so far, and they're reporting that it's great. This has really turned out to be great news, this test screening for the Masters of the Universe movie.
Yeah.
They're getting some early great buzz, and if that trailer comes in and kicks ass next month, which I believe it's coming next month, that's going to be a lot of good hype for this film. So I think something like Motu needs it, because something, it just takes one thing bad. Kevin Smith knows, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely knows. Wow. I'm assuming he's brushed it off, but yeah, he knows though.
Here's another interesting question. Is there any characters that weren't in the Filmation episodes that you would have loved to see? Stinkor comes to mind. Yeah, I would have loved to see Stinkor. I love the classic main characters, so I think they were all depicted. I mean, I love stuff like Anti-Eternia He-Man and Mosquitor and
Slime
stuff like
Pit
that.
He-Man.
Yeah, but I mean, be honest with you, I'm always going to pick the main roster, the Beast Man and the Merman, those Evil Lynn. Those are always my favorites, Web Store. So I don't have anything. I don't know if you guys have any.
I would just say Stinkor, because I do believe he's fairly main roster enough to where it was kind of a bummer. Like Mossman made it, but they felt Stinkor was too much of a joke to get him in there.
Yeah. By the way, we love you, Dwight, but yeah, you do got to slow down a little on the comments there. Grayskull Zombie, is there going to be a weapons check? At security at Motuniverse. This is a great question. What's allowed?
I think that's is that a joke from the confiscation of He-Man swords that were
If you show up with one of these, it will get confiscated.
so much like any convention, there will be a weapons check for cosplay. It's just a safety check. You know, some people bring in real swords. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they do stupid things with those real, and then they do stupid things with those real swords. So you know, we will definitely be having a weapons check on that level. But as always, same rules that apply to most cosplay events. You can take them out when you're taking a photo. You have to put them back, right? Sheath them as soon as you're finished. That's all we ask. So.
Let's see, I've been thinking about She-Ra and the Rebellion in 2000X versions. I see pics of ideas, and they're so badass. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Eric, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, Eric?
What's up?
Good to see you, Eric.
I got
Long
here
time,
late. I have to catch the replay. No problem with the repeat. So, Scareglow. That is a great answer. Great job, Ryan. I would have loved to see a Filmation Scareglow.
Yep.
How come we didn't see that? Jeez. That is a great. I'm switching my answer to Scareglow.
Well, he was one of the towards the end, right? So,
what do you mean?
He was in the middle. Yeah.
Oh, you mean a vintage figure wise?
Right. Yeah.
That's a good question. I wonder when Scareglow was it towards the end, guys?
He was in with,
I believe he was the last.
He was one of the last to be released.
He was the last, I think.
The line was already tanking. A lot of figures were on the ship pegs and stuff. So they were trying to, integrate, put, figures into the episodes in order to sell toys, so to speak.
Yeah.
So it's possible that
the Search for Keldor was the last mini comic to come out, and that was with Scareglow.
Right.
Yeah.
So
okay.
That's why
you guys got a good memory. I got an awful memory sometimes. So, all right, guys, should we move to our last topic? Oh, how many days left with Motuniverse, by the way?
48 hours.
We're down to 40. We're in the last 48 hours. We're already past that now. So
yeah, we're about 46 hours left.
Yeah, we are
45 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Refresh. That was
2 days. 2 days. So basically 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's the right number.
Was it? We streamed earlier. It was
totally the right number, Mike. 100%.
Okay. I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, people change their stuff, so
yeah.
Need to push that over 17.5 though, man.
Yeah. Come on, you could do it, guys. I mean, we need your help. I know we're already funded, and I know it's already happening, but don't wait. First, how many founder packages? I'm sorry.
There are 8.
There's
actually
8
there might be less.
Yeah, it might be 9 now.
Okay. So this is your last chance to become a founder, right? This is the first year, the only year that you could become a founder and become, truly instrumental in creating history, guys, and becoming a intricate part of the show. And like I've said so many times before, you're going to get so much gear with your founder donation, including a T-shirt. Jay shows off this big, nice medallion you're going to get. A pin. I mean, everyone's going to be able to recognize you as a founder. You're going to be able to pick up this gear at the show, or it could be sent to you, I think, if you're not attending the show, right? Do I have that right, guys?
Yeah, that's correct. You can have it sent to you even though you are attending the show if you want to just get it early.
And of course, these aren't really donations. You will be getting admission to the show, whether it be VIP or founders package, and the founders package comes with a lot of swag, right? Yeah. So you get your VIP badge, which is specific to the founders package. You get the medallion, which is 50 millimeters in size. I mean, this thing literally is gigantic, right? And it's made of real metal. And again, it will become an heirloom to your house, right? You can pass it on to your kids. Subsequently, they'll sell it right after you're gone.
In your estate sale.
You get a certificate, right? Thanking everyone who helped make Motuniverse possible. Help make Motuniverse possible. You get a T-shirt, which is specific to the founding members, and of course, you do get a specific Motuniverse founding pin. Which, of course, if we ever see you guys wearing any of those things at the show, we will give you the Good Journey salute, because we do truly appreciate everything you guys have done for us. And the VIP badges, this is the most value in this campaign. It's right now up for $60, which is $40 off the regular $100 VIP price. And once the Kickstarter is over, it will revert back to the $100 for VIP. This gives you early access to the show, early access to priority access to all meet and greets, events, access to all the after hours events, and of course, it is thanks and recognition of helping us to get there. And it does come with the Motuniverse pin, the regular pin, the logo pin, and that's a $10 value, which is not included with the $100 VIP package after the Kickstarter is over. So that's quite the value for both of those packages. We also got mugs, T-shirts, and pins, and we're actually going to be putting up later today. AJ, if you want to just let me, I'll share a screen right now.
Sure.
Yeah. So let's see if I still have it. Pretty sure I do. Yep, here it is. Yeah, so let me share the screen. So guys, our friends over at Spiro Toys have decided to help the event, and they're actually creating an exclusive for Motuniverse 2026. They are going to be releasing a exclusive tribute character for their Animal Warriors of the Kingdom line. And I played this game already, but Billy, do you know what this is?
I do.
He does.
I do know
So
what it is.
basically, this new tribute character is a tribute to a character in Master Universe as part of the Spiro Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. It is an official Spiro character. Okay, so everybody who's collecting Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, this is definitely one to get sought out. This is definitely one that's going to be sought after, because he will only be available at Motuniverse 2026, and it is a tribute character of Cobra Khan. Now, his name's not going to be Cobra Khan, but he's a tribute character in that resembles Cobra Khan, and will only be available at Motuniverse 2026. So we'll be putting this guy up later today, and once we hit $20,000 in pledges, he'll be available for he'll be unlocked for pre-orders immediately. So, guys, huge shout out to Spiro Toys for this.
Yeah, big time.
He'll be retailing at around $50 USD, and shipping will be done after the fact, because they're going to try their best, but very unlikely it's going to be at the show. It's going to be shipped afterwards. Okay, but it's only available at Motuniverse 2026. So huge shout out to Spiro Toys for helping us with that. And guys, don't forget, we're super excited to welcome Joshua Sky, the writer of all the mini comics and the lore right now for Motuniverse, for Master Universe. He's written for so many different comics for the mini comics, The Mask of Magi, The Crisis of Multicore, and of course he's worked on movies and television, including The Predator and Deadpool 2. Artist Tony Washington, who's done amazing work for MV Creations, got that right, and he's also done work for multiple video game companies, Konami, what's it called, Riot Games, so many different companies. Man's a freaking gem. You got to meet Tony Washington at Motuniverse 2026. And the man, the myth, the legend, William Stout. Oh my God, I'm really excited about this. A guest. If you guys don't recognize him, you'll recognize his work. He worked on the Master Universe. He worked on the Master Universe, the movie. He was the one responsible for all the character designs in the Master Universe movie. And I don't know why it's not showing up properly. Hold on for a second. There it is. If we go to reward, nope, not rewards. Sorry, guys. Just go back to campaign, and we'll go to guests, and we'll be able to show you guys. Yeah, so he literally did all the designs for He-Man, Tila, Skeletor, and of course, Man-at-Arms, and Gwildor. He did Gwildor as well. He also helped Pan's Labyrinth win 2 Oscars, and of course, worked on Land of the Dead and so many other movies, and even inspired Jurassic Park for their designs on the on the dinosaurs. And AJ, talk about Tim Sheridan. This man is an absolute gem himself.
He is a gem. And for every Masters of the Universe fan, I think they know him. They know him as a episode writer for Masters of the Universe Revelation, and they know him as an episode writer, a producer, and the voice of King Nero on Masters of the Universe Revolution. And in regards to more Motu content, he has also written the prequel comics for Masters of the Universe Revelation and Masters of the Universe Revolution, which was up for some Ringo Awards. I love that one, dealing with Hordak and Keldor and stuff. It is my favorite Motu series. And the most exciting thing is he's working on a new Motu project. We're not sure what it is. We're not sure if it's related to movie, TV, comics, who knows, but he is going to be able to talk about it at Motuniverse. So we're really excited about that. What could it be? We don't know, but we're extremely thrilled. And
Absolutely.
And we're extremely thrilled with our new guest, right, Jay?
Absolutely. Well, yeah, we have Ken Coleman, the digital. He will be our digital guest this year, appearing all the way from Ireland. Ken is known very, very well known in the Master Universe circles. I mean, he's done some crazy work, as you can see here. He's also worked on Brutal Realms, another action figure, which is coming out hopefully this year, possibly next year. You can see Castle Hellskull there, just floating with the remnants of Castle Grayskull. So he's done some incredible work. Speaking of Scareglow, there his take on Scareglow.
Great.
Sorry,
I said
it's great.
Yeah. And of course, he's done some takes on his own take on Castle Grayskull. He actually created a card game for Master Universe, which is really cool. It's I think it's only in print in Europe, and of course, you can take a look at that crazy Grandemir. So yeah, guys, you definitely got to meet Ken Coleman at Motuniverse 2026. And of course, we cannot we cannot stress enough that our latest guest is just blowing people's minds left, right, and center. Guys, Melendy Britt, the voice of She-Ra. She-Ra herself is coming to Motuniverse 2026. So excited. She's also the voice of Catra. She's also the voice of Catra, as well as other voices. And again, she's just a wonderful gem. And guys, definitely don't miss your chance to meet Melendy Britt at Motuniverse 2026. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Huge shout out to everybody once again for all the support, helping us reach $17,472. We're still not there though, guys. We really want to reach our next stretch goal, our third stretch goal. We've already unlocked. We've already secured the venue, unlocked more rooms. We have our cosplay area. We have our cosplay guests who are going to be invited and workshops. But we really want to be able to reach $20,000 in pledges, as this will help us to invite high-profile guests, and of course help us to perhaps get screenings of the Master Universe original motion picture. We want to roast the hell out of that thing. I love it. But it is a funny movie when you really dumb it, when you really take it to its actual core. And I really want to have fun just talking about that, have fun, roasting it, and just have fun watching it. And of course, all the wonderful episodes from multiple different series, New Adventures, 2000X, Revolution, Revelation, and of course the Netflix series CGI version. We would love to be able to share all that with you guys, and of course hire much bigger, much more, not much more, but guests who have really been intrinsically connected to Master Universe. We would love to be able to bring that to you guys. And $20,000 stretch goal would help us do that. And if we reach our $25,000 stretch goal, guys, the Secrets of Grayskull will be open, and we can do incredible things. And more events, more space, more activities, everything.
Yeah, guys. More of everything.
More of everything.
The Secrets of Grayskull, guys.
More.
Right. Can you imagine if we obtain the Secrets of Grayskull? Come on.
That's right. So, guys, we have a little under 48 hours to do so. 46 hours now. 45 hours now. So, guys, please help us. Help us. Just like that. And there's no shame in asking. We also
learned that the government shutdown ended last night. There was a couple times last He-Maniacs episode. I think there were a couple people saying that they'd love to help, but they haven't been paid in 2.5 weeks. And I hear those retroactive payments are going to be coming out imminently. So hopefully that means people are back to normal, and people who wanted it back but were afraid to, based on their economic climate, and I totally get it, will help out. And you could be a part of Motuniverse, and we really appreciate all the support. I mean, this wouldn't be happening without your guys' contributions, without your support, without your encouragement. Like Eric's encouragement. Excited for the passion you guys are putting into this event. And when Eric says something like this, we get excited. You know, our passion
Oh, yeah.
feeds off each other's, you know. And like I said, if you become a founder of Motuniverse, we're going to be thanking you. You know, I mean, you might be coming up to one of us to thank you for doing such a good job, you know, but no, we're going to be thanking you because we couldn't even do this if we didn't have support, you know, financial support. So we just really appreciate it. All of it's going to go in the con. We're going to have a party. We're going to have a blast.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Dwight last month. Shinzilla. Oh, I know Shinzilla. I visit He-Mania every day. Thank you. And I backed it. Motuniverse.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's awesome.
Yep. Masters Universe Classic. I think Extendar could have been good in Filmation episodes. Oh, Rock On and Stone Art would have been fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have been a fun one.
Real bad. Oh, Clamp Champ. That's right. And Dragstore. That's right. Clamp Champ was one of the late ones too. Filmation Laser Power He-Man and Laser Light Skeletor. Yep.
Cool.
Shinzilla again. AJ, why do you like all of your social media posts? I was always curious about that. It's yeah.
What? Why
Well,
not?
I want to do this quick because we have one more topic to briefly talk about. It's like this. When I was a child, I was raised a born again Christian. And I'm not religious now, but my mother was heavy into it. And I always found something interesting about born again Christians where they would do communion. You would have to like take the blood of Christ and the body of Christ, and you'd have to eat a cracker. You guys familiar with communion and stuff like
Do
that?
that every Sunday.
Okay.
And
you
every Sunday, yeah.
So you take the, you know, a cracker representing the body of Christ and like grape juice for the blood of Christ. And I would go ahead and have to take communion. And what I found was really interesting, at least in this particular church, is the ushers served everyone, right? And then we didn't eat it yet or drink it yet. And then the pastor served the ushers. And then the usher served the pastor. And then before we all ate it, you know, in the honor of Christ, the pastor sat down in the pew. So there was no one standing, meaning we were all one community, you know, under the eyes of God. And I always thought that was cool. And that's the way I treat He-Mania, meaning I'm just a fan. So I love every post. So that's how I treat it. Like, I like this too. And that's the way I've always approached this, that I'm liking these things because I like the content. I like the figures. I like the movie news. I love it all. So it's just my representation of, I'm just one of you guys as well, just in the community. We're all the same. We're all a team. We're all a family. And I'm liking it just as much as you guys are liking it. So that's my short answer behind that. Or maybe it was a long
It's a
answer.
great answer.
I like your answer, AJ.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
Good
using
answer.
your philosophy, man.
I just
So,
did it because I wanted one more like
I
on
like
there.
boom, there you go. That was a funny line. Had to get
That's the
through.
short answer.
No, I guess it got a little heady. So let's quickly talk our last topic here. Okay. You know, I want to talk more about this. We don't have that much time because we try to keep this to 90 minutes here. But you know, especially with what was the figure that was just revealed today, guys? The images and details.
Red Shadow.
Red
Shadow, right? And it's a figure we didn't get before, right? It's a figure that was hopefully going to come out in the classics line, but now is finally going to be realized. It was an Axel Alonso design, but people are wondering when they could finish the vintage line. And I was curious what you guys think. And I know we touched upon this before. I'm bringing up an article from 2024. July 26, 2024, where it says Mattel says Origins Vintage Too Bad is already sculpted and recommits to finishing the vintage line. And it was Damon Nee, who was the director of product development at the time. I think he might have gotten a upgrade in his position.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say he's still kind of leading the way.
Okay,
but yeah, I think
I thought he
got promoted.
He was a brand manager now, or maybe I'm not. So he was talking to Pixel Dan in regards to finishing the vintage action figure line, and Too Bad. And Pixel Dan said, last year I talked to Josh, and Josh told us at the time that the plan was to finish the vintage toy line. Is that still kind of on track? Are you still going to do that? And Damon Nee responded, absolutely. We made the pledge and we will follow through with that and re-release basically the entire vintage line. And Dan said, "Is that all going to be Mattel Creations?" And Damon said, "Yep, moving forward, I do believe the bulk of the items that are vintage space will be through Mattel Creations." And then Dan said, "I know you guys just did the Filmation, or rather Cartoon Collection Too Bad as an exclusive. And that brought up a lot of discussion about the vintage Too Bad. So just want to know he's on the table, right?" "He's definitely on the table." And Damon responded, "We actually have him sculpted." This is in July 2024. Dan said, "Really?" And Damon said, "Yes. It's just a matter of us to figure out when. Again, we're promising to do the vintage figures, and so we got ahead of that one. But it's been on pause because we have been waiting on our Cartoon Collection 1 to have its day in the sun, but we'll be looking forward to release it at some point." So, do you think there's a method to this madness, guys? Meaning, do you think this is being drawn out on purpose and leaving like collectors on the hook? Where we're always just invested, waiting to finish that vintage line, and maybe we're more prone to buy characters that we weren't planning to buy because we're keeping this figure line on our radar versus if they've released like Too Bad and the Giants and everything, that was out previously, they'd be done, be on the shelf, and maybe they move on to different things. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
Well,
Yeah, I agree.
I believe that's one way to look at it. It also could have been someone sculpted the wrong Too Bad from the jump, and
As an accident, you mean?
yeah, like they were looking at the Filmation line, going, "Oh, damn, that's the wrong one."
That would be pretty crazy. That would be.
Hey, but what was the? I mean, I don't know the.
No, he
point
said that the vintage one is sculpted, so it's ready.
Well, everything leaks. Have you seen it? I mean,
no,
Yeah,
but I believe Damon.
I didn't say I didn't believe him. We're talking about just what ifs. I'm just throwing, like, they keep us on the hook with all the other figures. I'm just talking in general. I'm not being suggestive of his comments, like saying he's lying.
I mean, the cartoon Too Bad's had its day in the sun. It's
no, it definitely had its day in the sun. It was cool. It was a nice pack and all. It was an awesome pack. I like when you put them together on the back end to come together. It looks great. But I think that you mentioned the Giants and all that. Now, that's controversial whether or not that's going to be part of the original line. If that's Powers of Grayskull, which side that falls on. So, I know the packaging originally what it was, but I don't know. I'd like to see just a few of the characters get finished. I'm looking forward to laser figures. That's my main thing. So, I guess to maybe lean more into what your point. If once I had those, I would probably get off the radar as much. I wouldn't be on it. I wouldn't be watching as much as I am. So from
Jared said it was marketing suicide to release all the most wanted characters before the obscure and new and weird ones.
Yeah, I don't know if it's marketing suicide, but that's coming from Twitter, actually, isn't it? Yeah. So the thing about Master Universe is that those of us who are really collecting the whole line or trying our best to collect the whole line, we want the original characters from the series. And what's going to happen to Wheeldor? What's going to happen with Blade? What's going to happen with Zerad? Right? A lot of people are asking all these questions, right? So it's gonna be interesting when it finally comes down to it. But what's also interesting about Align as well is that they have such a rich history in Master Universe, right? Like they introduced a few new adventures characters, which didn't go over too well. They introduced a few 2000X characters, which again, it was kind of weird how they were received. So, and now we're getting a full line of 2000X, actually, right? Actually, no, sorry. If you look at the He-Man 4-pack, right, the actual television 4-pack, there was that too. So, to actually create all these newer characters like Red Shadow and the Great Black Wizard, right? All these characters who are somewhat tied into Powers of Grayskull. There are people who are excited about Powers of Grayskull. There are people who are not excited about Powers of Grayskull, right? But it's important for a company to keep moving forward, and whether they're trying to draw it out to gain interest in a new line, that's an interesting way of looking at it. Having said that, if you're going to put it behind a paywall of Club Grayskull, that's not really helping either. So there's a lot of moves that have happened with Master Universe that really, in terms of their overall execution, they're going to have to look at how that played out, right? So, but I think that everyone is really hoping that Too Bad will be done. Like I said, all the movie characters will be done, right? Twistoid, what's the other guy's name?
Stondar?
No. I said
Rotar?
Twistoid and
Rotar?
Rotan and Twistoid, right? Yeah.
Rotar, right?
Rotan and Twistoid.
We need Stondar as well.
Right?
I think.
We need Stondar, yeah. So there's still it's just literally a handful of characters left, right? We know that Dragster is on the way. Where's Blast Attack? Literally a few characters more, right? So yeah.
What do you think, Mike?
It will come. I think they've committed to it. They're going to make it happen. But I think a lot of people are now fatiguing, right? For the collectors who just want the original line, and they will inevitably jump because they're being released on Mattel Creations. They will inevitably jump back in whenever they happen. But yeah, I think that it's not a bad strategy. It's not, the execution is a little weird, but it makes sense what they're doing.
So when Origins came out, I was one of those collectors that is like, I'm going to be a completionist. I'm getting all of them. I had the expectation that it was basically going to be, for the most part, a re-release of the originals, peppered here and there, new characters or like concept art characters, almost like they're doing with a sketchbook series now. But yeah, I mean, obviously it's taken off, these whole Turtles of Grayskull, Transformers crossover, Thundercats crossover. I've spent more money than I was expecting, so I'm one of those collectors that they've got. They've got me freaking. I'm just hooked. Where I'm waiting on Too Bad. I'm waiting on Stondar. I'm waiting on Blast Attack. And
so, are you, Mike, just all in on Origins now? I mean, before it's just Origins vintage, but I mean,
I'm picking up this guy that
that's
vintage. Didn't even exist until.
Yeah, but I mean, are you collecting everything Origins, the crossovers,
Yes.
every Turtles of Grayskull, every?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because those are all Origins too. So I was wondering if that turned you into.
So yeah, I decided that's when they started doing that. I decided, because at first I was like, oh man, can I even do it? Because technically I was going to start. I have a lot of the WWE crossovers as well, because those are technically Origins as well. So when that first came out, I was going to start doing that, and I'm like, okay, this is just too much. I'm going to stick to Motu only. And so I stuck with that. And then when Turtles of Grayskull came out, I ended up getting, the 4 Turtles and Shredder and I cherry picked, basically. I started cherry picking these little side branches that they went.
Right.
But yeah, it's too much at this point, right? But of course, come Tuesday, I'm going to buy 2 of them because I think he's a cool character. I appreciate Axel Jimenez. I think it's really cool.
Red Wolf looks cool. Yeah. I always had an affinity for werewolves. Werewolf looking dudes. Like I love the movie The Howling. I actually love it more than Great American Werewolf in London, which might be sacrilege.
Axel Jimenez posted something this morning about how he based it off like the power of the mask or something like that, because he wears that mask, right? So his Red Shadow has this mask that he wears, and that's like his power gets from that.
Well, we'll see what happens in the mini comic, and I wonder if Josh Sky is involved.
I'm sure he did. He posts again. He does he won't officially say it's him, but he posts all about it. So I'm pretty sure it's him.
Yep.
They should really credit the writers and artists in those mini comics. Yeah. So it's a real shame that they don't. So you always just gotta guess,
or they're gonna tell us.
Yep.
But I would recommend for those, if he's really cool. I was not expecting to like this guy so much. He's really cool. He's the spikes on the tail and everything.
He is. He's very cool for a horde character.
Yes.
Trev! I hope they make a never released but toy concept art drawn Karg and the skull face stormtrooper from the '87 movie. Oh, I've been dying for the Skeletroopers, right?
Yep.
That '87 movie.
Yep.
I mean, I would so army build those. We got Christopher. Do any of you think there'll be new characters introduced in the new Motu movie next year? Oh, that's
Oh
a
yeah.
great
Oh,
question. New
That's a
ones?
good question.
Oh
New
yeah.
ones.
Yes.
I mean, undoubtedly there are going to be new ones. I mean, I'm pretty sure He-Man has best friends on Earth. There's going to be a whole bunch of characters which
Or
they will
I
definitely
imagine Chris is talking evil and heroic warriors.
probably. I would
I'm
imagine
gonna-
there's definitely some henchmen in there somewhere.
I was gonna say it's either. I mean, the fact that we're getting Goatman and Goatman is so obscure for, and people were like, "Who's is that? Beast? They mean Beastman?" It's like, no, it's Goatman. So
I'm thinking Revelation did that though, because we not only have Goatman, we have Pig Boy.
Yep.
And I have a feeling they're going to play them off like for comedic purposes, just like we saw in Revelation. I think if Revelation didn't happen, we're not getting Pig Boy and Goatman. That's what my bet is. But that's a great question. Imagine if they actually make, wow, just like we got Blade, which I love, but it took me a while to love Blade, be honest with you. I mean, he was kind of cool in the beginning, but I was still getting over my disappointment that,
I'm still not a fan of Karg. I can't ever. It looks like someone's grandma with a freaking fur coat.
Yeah.
Did they announce that the movie toys will be in Masterverse or not in Origin?
Yes. So it's gonna be. So actually, I talked with Damon at San Diego Comic Con, and I said to him, what's the plan on the movie characters? Are you guys doing like Origin style, Masterverse? And he said they will be Masterverse scale. And they're partnering with the folks that do the WWE figures to get the likeness very, very close to the actors.
I wonder if how you have like the movie figures for like Marvel, then you have like more of a collector line. I'm wondering if there'll be a cheaper version, like even though there'll be Masterverse size, if they're actually going to go Masterverse price point and like packaging, or if it's going to be its own thing at a cheaper price point.
They might have those cheaper kitty versions. You sometimes see that with the Marvel ones.
Something not the just 6 points or 5 point people. I mean, like still a regular figure, just not as. I know you're talking about highly detailed, but I wonder where they're gonna have to have an affordable line, right? If it's gonna be a movie, I mean,
even Masterverse is an affordable line, right? At $23, $24 a pop, and sometimes the retail it's like $19.99. But then you have those like kitty ones, just like Marvel Legends
for children. Yeah, what's the rating on the movie? We know that yet?
The screening said ages 13 and up, 13 to 49 for the screening that happened yesterday. So I assume it's going to be PG-13. Yeah. Okay. So, but that won't stop. I mean, a lot of the Marvel movies are PG-13 and they make little kids toys.
No, that's what I'm saying. Don't make toys for kids is what I meant. That's what I mean. As long as it
Back
wasn't
in the
like
day, they made toys for like Rambo and Alien for us.
They make already toys today, so it doesn't.
We know why Mattel
Terminator 2,
ended up doing Motu was because of the license, right? The rating on Conan was rated R.
Still loves it. Oh, that's good.
So, I mean, that's what I mean. That's where we ended up with where we are right now having this conversation. Apparently,
Conan, there were orgies in that thing. I mean, that was.
You understand?
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Coming full circle back to that, we are enjoying what we love and what we have now because of that mishap where they were going to make toys for that line. And they decided, hey, it's rated R. We can't do that. We need to pull that back. And then we're going to do our own in-house line. And
there is some support that it was independent of each other.
I understand.
I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, we can go into that all day with the, Savage He-Man, Wonder Bread, if that's Conan. And I mean, there's a lot of there are a lot of tributaries to that, but just meant in general.
They'll probably make new characters for the toy line, especially Cha-Ching. Well, no, they could just make the old characters. The Merman movie version, the Beastman movie version, and we will buy the heck out of that. And I think we'll buy that more than, especially if they make something Karg-like, which I love Karg, but it took me a while to love Karg with that crazy Beethoven hair. And I mean, I love him.
Sarad was always my favorite, and I'm like, why did they got to kill him off of all of them?
And it was great. It was great, Mike, because they put like these air pockets in his neck, to make it expand while he's breathing. Yeah, it was such a great design. Yeah, you were like, why didn't they kill Karg instead? Yeah. One Masterverse figure I missed on is the film Beastman. Okay,
he's a pricey one now.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. They should have made more of them. I don't get it. Fucking crazy.
Oh, the movie Beastman. Yeah. Oh, that thing is. Yeah, I should have bought. I should have bought more. I only bought the one. I don't even think I kept the packaging on that one. Now I'm kicking myself. So, card is life. Preachy mania guy. All right. I think that about wraps it up. We want to thank everyone for watching. And we got to make sure we support everyone here. So, Billy, where can they find you, sir?
I'm a Thunder Punch He-Man over on Instagram and on here on YouTube or wherever you're streaming right now to YouTube. I'm assuming in to see some other people coming in on YouTube. I'm at Action Figures is my handle, and just my channel name is Action Figures. So you can find me over there on that. But yeah, I'm active on especially on Instagram. Thunder Punch He-Man, all one word.
Mikey, where do we find you, sir?
You can find me also on Instagram, Eternian Royalty, also on YouTube, Eternian Royalty, and also the Motuniverse _con on Instagram and YouTube as well.
And Jay, how do we get you to 30,000 subscribers?
That's not necessary, but I want to thank everybody here for supporting the event. Guys, we still have just under 48 hours to do this. Thank you guys again for all your support. Please head over to Kickstarter, look up Motuniverse, and give us whatever support you can, because we really would like to put on the best show possible. And of course, getting us to $20,000 in pledges would help, and $25,000 would just be over the moon. Please subscribe to Action Figure Billy, Thunder Punch He-Man, Attorney Royalty, and of course He-Mania.com. He-Mania.com is your #1 resource for He-Man news all year round. You can like and follow. Tell them that the Motuniverse crew sent you.
He's like, so I sent myself.
He's like, AJ, you can like that, AJ. You should post a
follow
comment.
Mega J Retro on Instagram and of course YouTube. So, and he does a lot of news himself. So,
yeah,
for all the Masters of the Universe news and content.
He used to do some late, lovely, long 3-hour streams at night. I could just throw them on in the background at 2 a.m. and let
play a
those
little
roll.
romantic music in the background.
He would
Light
do
some
whatever he was doing.
candles.
Yeah, like a little earlier, you tested him to see if he was paying. He's like, he's paying attention. He's always paying attention. He would be doing stuff, pulling stuff up, and then he'd be reading comments, and then go back, and it was always fun to watch.
Late night with Jay.
It was late night with Jay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jay's got a late night voice. I've heard it a couple times. So
good time.
Me being tired.
It's been a long time ago.
All right, everyone support Motuniverse, please.
Yes, sir.
Please. And
please.
Hey, appreciate you guys having me on as well. Thanks very much.
yeah, thanks for coming, Billy. And make sure, hey, there's a Motuniverse banner on every single He-Mania.com page. So just click through that banner, learn how to support. So
less than 10 founders packages less.
Yes.
Less than less.
Less than less.
There's less than less.
It's a great deal. 48 hours to get less on that.
Really
VIP.
close, yeah.
Yeah, be part of the 100. Mike's gonna kiss your feet every 100 of you.
Go back to church. I'm gonna
told a good Christian story. You could be washing feet. You could do that. I mean,
What he just said. He said he was going to wash the feet.
Watch the feet of the fan and clip their nails. All right.
All right. Whoa.
Oh, with your teeth.
Eddie's and Manny for everybody.
TMI, guys. TMI. That was...
All right. That's it, everyone. We'll see you later. We are all He-Maniacs. See you guys.
Take care, everyone.
And we're waving.
And we're waving.